Welcome to the News Media. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is side time for the CS of Interior Kipchumba Murkomen alongside the PS of Interior Raymond Omolo to stop playing politics across the country of Kenya and start monitoring the safety of the citizen in this country of Kenya, because the ongoing insecurity in this country of Kenya is now getting more worse each and every day, because even yesterday on Wednesday, prominent mental health researcher in Kenya called Dr. Victoria Mutiso was shot dead by gunmen on a motorcycle near Kenyatta National Hospital. But when Rigathi Gachagua talked about the ongoing insecurity in this country of Kenya, some people disagree with Rigathi Gachagua.
Minister of Interior is busy doing politics, and my position has never changed about him. He's just incorrigibly incompetent, and he's no longer incompetent. He's a failure. No, he should have done that before. But you know, when I see him, where I come from, he's busy running around in social events, funerals. I'm told every Monday, like today, he wants to know who has died and when is the funeral, so that he can have a forum to attack some of us, some political leaders from the region, to attend an attack.
Two-term people disagree with Rigathi Gachagua's statement. Gachagua was right. Gachagua was right when he warned investors not to come here in Kenya. I support Rigathi Gachagua.
Tunataka investors wasijaribu kuja hapa. This is a state of goons. It is worse than Haiti. Na ndio tunaambia the international community, all inventors across the world, all tourists, Kenya for now is not safe for you, because it's a state of goons. The CS Interior is a chief goon. The deputy chief goon is a PS Interior. Wale ambao wanatakiwa kuchunga usalama ndio wenye kuumiza wa Kenya. Kwa hivyo Kenya is not safe for tourism. It's not safe for investors. Lakini sisi wa Kenya,
I normally remind you on this platform that always ignore what Gachagua is telling you people at your own.
Named the life of a prominent Kenyan mental health scholar, setting in motion an intensive multi-agency manhunt tonight. Dr. Victoria Mutiso, a renowned researcher and director at the Africa Institute of Mental and Brain Health, was shot dead during her morning routine in what detectives now suspect was a targeted hit. As Franklin Wala tells us in the following report, authorities have grilled the deceased husband and a taxi driver as part of the ongoing homicide investigation.
The brazen attack happened at exactly 9 o'clock in the morning at the busy junction of Mbagathi Link Road and Mawenzi Road. Witnesses describe a synchronized ambush, stating that an SUV vehicle was already parked at this very junction when Dr. Mutiso's cab arrived and pulled up next to it. Immediately, a motorcycle carrying 3 men approached the vehicle. An assailant opened fire, shooting Dr. Mutiso twice in the head at close range before speeding away on the motorcycle, while the mysterious SUV simultaneously sped off.
Fika pale, nasikia kitu kama mlio wa risasi. Na kuna majamaa wa pikipiki walikuwa wamepita hapa. Sasa mlio wa risasi venye iligonga karibu mara 4. Sasa venye mimi kusikia hivyo, sinikataka kuja hivi niangalie nini. Kuangalia naona jamaa Prado anakimbia hivi akipita kwa hii barabara akifanya ui. Sasa mimi nikajiuliza, na huyu jamaa nimemwacha tu pale, kwa nini anapiga hivyo nduru? Kufika hivi jamaa Uber nao ni kama tena wanapitia upande mwingine.
In a frantic bid to save her life, the cab driver rushed Dr. Mutiso straight to the Kenyatta National Hospital Emergency Center. She was pronounced dead on arrival. We visited KNH where we confirmed the same.
Mimi nikisuspect labda inaweza kuwa walikuwa pamoja. Kwa ajili huyu jamaa wa Prado alipaki huku kwa nyasi. Umeona? Alafu huyu Uber tena akakuja akapaki the same kwa manyazi huku. Kando kabisa, kando yenyewe, hata kumaanisha walikuwa na kitu wanataka kuongea.
Homicide detectives and forensic teams from the DCI headquarters cordoned off the vehicle at KNH. The cab vehicle remains detained after ballistic experts recovered 2 spent cartridges from it. Forensic experts are currently analyzing mobile phones belonging to both the deceased and the driver to understand communication prior to the fatal shooting. A critical angle of the probe centers on a paper trail of fear. Investigators say Dr. Mutiso had recently reported a direct threat to her life at Kilimani police station before being referred to Satellite police station under the Dagoretti division, where the threats were traced. Detectives are investigating whether those threats are directly tied to her murder. DCI Director Mohammed Amin says investigators are seeking leads to track down the assailants who remain at large. Behind me, forensic teams are hunting for shell casings after gunmen turned this road into a war zone on Wednesday morning. The cab driver is currently in police custody undergoing questioning, and authorities are reviewing CCTV footage to trace the final movements of the getaway vehicles. Detectives also visited the deceased home in Nairobi, where they interviewed the deceased husband and colleagues in a bid to establish the motive behind the assassination. Dr. Mutiso's body remains at the KNH morgue awaiting an autopsy. Franklin Wala, Citizen TV.
Just ignore Gachagua at your own risk. Can you listen to NTV that is having more information behind Dr. Mutiso that was shot dead by gunmen on a motorcycle near Kenyatta National Hospital? And before you watch the video, please consider liking the video. When you like the video, you automatically show us your support on what I'm doing on this platform. And if you're meeting this channel for the first time, also take a second of your time, subscribe, like the video, comment, share. Don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Thank you so much, and may God bless you for that support of the like and also subscription. Can we listen to this information from Citizen TV video?
A quiet stretch along Memorial Road off Mbagathi Road. This is the perfect ambush point the gunmen had scouted. Here, vehicles are few, pedestrians even fewer, and there are no surveillance cameras. At around 10:30 a.m., unknown gunmen riding on boda boda opened fire, striking Dr. Victoria Mutiso 4 times on the neck before fleeing. On this morning, Dr. Mutiso had left her apartment at Tanga Heights along Riara Road, but instead of driving her own car, she chose to take an Uber, a decision investigators are now trying to understand. Detectives combed through the crime scene collecting every piece of evidence that could help unravel the circumstances surrounding the killing. Only one cartridge was recovered at the scene, while 3 others were missing, raising questions over whether the attackers had the time to retrieve evidence before fleeing. An eyewitness who asked not to be identified on camera recalls the chilling moments of the attack.
Mimi venye nilikuwa nateremka sasa, majamaa wengine wa pikipiki wawili wakawa wanapanda hivi juu. So mimi sikuwa najua wanaenda wapi. Mimi kufika pale kwa gate nasikia mlio wa risasi. Napiga tu mara 4. Mimi nikashtuka nikasema nani tena huko penye nimetoka. Kurudi hivi sasa nikuje niangalie. Ama nikaona hiyo gari ya Uber iko mbele sasa inakimbia hivi na inakimbia alafu hiyo Prado inafuata nyuma.
This is the Uber driver who was behind the wheels when the shooting happened. Clearly shaken, he has since recorded a statement with investigators.
Hapa inakuanga hatari sana. Kwanza pale kwa nini? Hapo kwa mtoni hapo. Watu wengi huwa wanaumia sana hapo.
The motive behind the killing remains unclear, but the brazen attack raises serious questions about security in the capital, coming just hours after security chiefs expressed confidence that Nairobi was safe.
We have intensified the operations, and that was an intelligence-led operations. We mounted to dismantle that criminal networks, and I'm pleased to report that these operations have yielded that success.
Dr. Mutiso was widely regarded as one of Kenya's leading mental health researchers, known for her.
So that is how things are now happening under the leadership of William Samoei, where the PS of Interior, Raymond Omolo, CS of Interior, Murkomen, DIG Lagat, the Deputy, Nordin Haji, DIC boss, Mohammed Amin, those people are just there. They are really campaigning for William Samoei. The work of the CS of Interior is to monitor the safety of the citizen in this country of Kenya, but not to play politics. Right now, Murkomen is busy looking for burials. Where there is a burial, where there is a wedding, just where there is an event, a place that he can find a public gathering so that he can play politics there. Yani, Murkomen is not working as the CS of Interior. It's not working beyond his office. What Murkomen is doing is not something that his office require him to do.
There is a phrase Kenyans have heard repeatedly, and we are almost getting tired of it. Investigations are ongoing. Albert Ojwang, investigations are ongoing. At one point, he hit his head on the wall, but investigations are ongoing. Godfrey Osotsi in Vihiga, investigations are ongoing. Kisumu church attack, investigations are ongoing. Even these boys who are carrying weapons, Mr. Murkomen, investigations are ongoing. You know, Murkomen and the team are still investigating. Up to when? If you want to understand why many Kenyans have become skeptical of official statements from security agencies, consider the public debate that followed the death of Albert Ojwang. Initial police accounts, Mushiri Nyaga, the police spokesperson, said the teacher hit his head on the cell walls and the police tried to help by taking him to hospital. Then later, we are all seeing what is happening. Even some footage was deleted at Central Police Station, according to courts this week. Now we see what is happening in courts. But those who lied, Mr. President, the people who lied to Kenyans are still in office. You still want Kenya and Kenyans to believe they will fight criminals or they'll stick to your order with all that cover-up, sir? You know, public trust cannot be demanded, it must be earned. And finally, let's have a conversation, my president. You recently appointed Charles Owino as the government spokesperson. Congratulations. Let's listen to what he said after the shooting of a young man reportedly selling face masks in Nairobi. Listen to what the new spokesperson said.
The boy, if you listen to that clip closely, you'll hear that boy abusing the police. But you see, that is not something that should make you... You are an officer. You must have restraint. And shot him with a rubber bullet.
If this is how he spoke, you still expect us to trust him moving forward. You know, George Orwell once wrote and said, in a time of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. That is first the facts. Greetings to the people of the Abamavacho clan from Nyamaiya Ward, Nyamira County. And what I know...
The office of the CS of Interior does not allow him to campaign for the president. His work is to serve the interests of Kenyans equally, without favoring any Kenyan citizen, because I go for security affairs. In fact, Matiang'i was very, very well on this matter. Matiang'i was a very, very good, was a very, very good gentleman. Alikuwa anajua venye anafanya hizi maneno yake. Matiang'i alikuwa mtu mzuri sana. But Murkomen, kazi ni kutafuta venye kuna matanga, kuna wedding, kuna public gathering, ili aende atusi Rigathi Gachagua huko, who is now threatening to arrest Gachagua. Instead of monitoring the safety of Kenyans, he's busy threatening on how we want to arrest Gachagua. Oh, hautafika 2027, oh, tutakushika. Why don't you arrest him? Unaongoja nini? If there is any crime that Gachagua have committed, why don't you go after Gachagua? Mbona usiende na umshike? Why going to the street to make noise? Why going to the burials to make noise? Why attending state events and make noise there? Ati Gachagua, mara tulimtoa, mara nini, Mukabila. Very soon, these people are just, people like, in fact, 90% of William Samuto's cabinet are just there because of the political interest. They are not there because they fit to occupy those offices. No, they are just there for the sake of political interest, for the sake of helping William Samuto to get power ahead of 2027 election. Right now, Ruto cannot remove Murkomen. Haezi akamtoa. You heard him some months ago. Si alifanya changes kwa military. Akachagua watu wa kwao huko wakale. Why? You need to ask yourself why Ruto do changes on military. Hizo vitu zilifanyika so that those people can protect his presidency ahead of 2027 election. Or 10th, after the voting that will happen on 10th August 2027. So on Tuesday. So this video, I just wanted to remind you that things are not okay in this country of Kenya under the leadership of William Samoei Ruto, where the people that he appointed to help him run the security matters in Kenya are busy playing politics. But you cannot blame them. They were appointed to work for the president. They are working for the president, but not for the citizen of this country of Kenya. So always ignore what Gachagua is telling you people at your own risk. Let us meet in the next video that is going to be uploaded shortly within no time. Remember to subscribe, comment, share, like the video, and don't forget to turn on notification bell for more updates daily. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki wapenzi watazamaji wa Daniz Media. Bye bye.